Washington Post, the news about the end of
Okay,
the
hold on.
Late Show with Stephen Colbert. After 9 consecutive seasons at the #1 show and late night, shock
Yeah,
comedians,
what
celebrities,
else?
politicians, viewers, and
That's not what I'm
beyond.
talking about. I'm talking about the money. They're losing money. You can look it up. Go look it up. How much money they're losing?
You're
They're losing
not
upwards.
on his show. You're not
Yes, they
losing
are.
money.
They are losing.
How
His
you
show
losing money on
specific-
his show? The show's a #1 show and late
because,
night,
and that gets to my point.
and that which run
Because y'all
commercial
don't,
ads,
bro. You don't listen. You don't know. Nobody watches late night anymore. Okay, people are watching Kai Cenat and some of these other streamers
Dude,
nowadays.
That is
They're watching.
kids.
I
That's
know.
a different
Hold on.
age
Let me
bracket.
talk. Let me
Man,
talk. Let me have a
dude,
point. Can I have a point?
No, because your point
Listen,
is invalid,
people.
man.
More people are watching YouTube, Netflix, all of these other things than the late night shows. I promise you, if you do some research, some basic research in this and figure out what's going on, this is what's going on. Cable is on a downward slope. Nobody watches it. Nobody's really watching these late night shows. Yes, he might have the #1 rated show, but how many millions of viewers is he having? It's definitely not like it was 15, 20 years ago when everybody watched late night. Nobody watches these shows anymore. Okay, that's why his show is losing money. All right? And that's what happens. Listen, I do agree that it is very suspicious that his show got canceled right after he said that. And I do think that the merger plays a role in that for sure. But all I'm talking about specifically is I'm talking about what's going on in the landscape of media right now. Nobody's really watching TV. All right. People don't really watch cable anymore. All right. I could tell you myself. The only reason why I'll probably get like YouTube TV is so I can watch football when football comes back. But I ain't got it right now because I don't watch any of that other stuff that's on there. I'm just being honest. And when you look at the way that media is going, people are watching Netflix, YouTube. The so-called late night show has become people like Kai Cenat having, Kevin Hart and some of these other people on
That's
it.
a totally different
But,
demographic, man.
all right,
that's
so
a
let me give you
kids.
let me give you an
That's
example.
That's a totally different.
Let me give you an example though.
That doesn't
Let me
compare.
talk to you real quick.
Go ahead, I'm listening.
So like your generation, what were you watching?
We had the Johnny Carson show and Jay Leno.
My point exactly. You still watch the same thing your parents watched. But the younger crowd that's coming up, okay, they have options now. They have other things that they can watch instead of boosting up the ratings for these old shows like people used to do back in the day.
You gotta realize
a
lot of younger people don't even in my generation coming up, but not a younger people, and I'm sure you're gonna y'all don't really watch news anyway. You may watch some news or you watch something online. Y'all don't watch news like that.
We
Even
do
my
watch
own
news.
son don't even
It's
watch
on
news.
TikTok now. Breaking news is on TikTok. It's on YouTube. It's on all of these other platforms. Y'all just ain't got with the time. The only people that watch late night are people who are over 50 and maybe 45, maybe 40 and over 50s. Are the only people that watch that. I'm telling you, bro.
The #1 critic of Donald Trump.
They've gotten on.
The #1 critic of Donald Trump, and all of a sudden, the show just gets mysteriously canceled.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Because of the lawsuit, but yet, that ain't got nothing to do with it because they losing money. But they just happen to cancel his show. His show, right? Nothing else, but they cancel his show. I think it's all got something to do with it. And they paid him out, and they want to get approval for this merger. That's what it is, straight up. That's what happened.
But you have to acknowledge that these shows are losing money.
That's what it is.
You can look it up. Did you look it up?
Okay, let me read what it said.
They're losing money, bro.
This is what they said.
Go ahead.
I just looked at it. Onto your point, right?
I mean, they could have kept it going with they could have been like a WNBA situation where they lose money and they keep going.
A lot of folks are asking the question, mainly my staff's parents and spouses. dryly noted that CBS followed up their gracious press release with a gracious anonymous leak and showed screenshots of sources informing the New York Post that the show loses between 40 million and 50 million a year, aimed failing ratings and advertising for late night TV shows. So then he goes to say 40 million is a big number, Colbert said. I could see us losing 24 million. To your point, he said, but where would Paramount have possibly spent the other 16 million? He pretended to look shocked. Oh yeah. So that's to your point. So
Yeah.
they probably wouldn't lose as much as they say.
That's all I'm saying.
I'm not saying it. Hey, I never said that they weren't, but still, all that's coincidence around the same time when Donald Trump sued. And how many presidents you know suing people?
Not many.
Have you ever heard any in the past?
Listen, you're not going to get any argument about all that other stuff.